Good morning. I hope everyone's enjoying the holiday season, and I wanted to take a few minutes today to give you an update on my story and tell you where my journey's been and where it's going, and talk to you a little bit about the importance of sleep. Actually, this is take 3, but we're going to go for it, and hopefully you'll find something that's worthwhile for you. So I've been on this program. I was introduced to it after going to the doctor in November of 2016. I saw a doctor. At the time, I was 268 pounds and 46 years old. Doctor had told me something that I known for a long time, that I was going to have some serious surgery, where I thought that would be probably another 10 or 12 years. He was saying it might have to be accelerated. And if I was at the same weight that I was at, it was going to be very difficult for me to successfully or most easily recover from that surgery. So that really put a little bit of fear in me, and it took me a few weeks, but I ultimately ran into my buddy, and he had told me about the fact that he was able to get to a healthy weight working with a health coach. Sorry, I'm shaking here. I'm shaking the table here. I'll stop that. And as a result, I reached out to her at the end of December of 2016. By the first week of January, I had started on plan, and in a very short time, I needed to lose 50 pounds, and I lost very quickly. By the end of May, I had lost close to 60 pounds. Along the way, some people had asked me what I was doing, obviously, and after referring a few of them to my health coach, she asked me if I wanted to be a health coach, and the reason I became a health coach was because it was going to help keep me accountable in my own weight loss. So now it's 2 years later since I started on plan, and I've kept the 50 pounds off. I'm now on weight release 2.0 because doctor said the surgery is going to be coming up a little sooner, and he still wants me to take off another 50. So we're in the process of doing that and feeling great, and looking forward to the holidays and the upcoming year of optimal health. So let's talk a little bit about sleep, because sleep is really such a critical component. And in our society, where we like to brag about how much we are working and how busy we are and how tired we are, there's a really simple solution, and that is getting enough sleep. So there's a lot of studies about why sleep is so important, and the reality is we tend to treat sleep like it gets in the way of our lives. It's getting in the way of our work. It's getting in the way of our TV time. It's getting in the way of our internet time. But really, high quality sleep is really going to improve your health, and it's restorative. If you're waking up tired in the morning, if you need to take a nap in the afternoon, a long nap in the afternoon, if you're falling asleep while you're watching TV, if you're drinking alcohol to help you fall asleep, or if you're drinking caffeine to stay up during the day, then you're not getting enough sleep. And poor sleep is a major contributor to unhealthiness in our bodies. So it increases cardiovascular risk, it increases inflammation, and both those things are factors in obesity. How does obesity impact sleep? Obesity impacts sleep because if we don't get enough sleep, it affects our sleep regulation, our appetite regulation. So our bodies are in tune to what we need. Our biology enables us to know when to eat, how much to eat. We ignore those cues a lot, but at least the body is designed to that. Our body releases hormones and chemicals that signal us to go to sleep. So last night, for instance, I had a pretty busy day doing a bunch of different things, and at some point I felt tired. It was evening. It was 9:30 at night, and I said, gosh, I really should just listen to my body and go to sleep. So instead of listening to paying attention to those hormones and those chemicals, we tend to crave sugar, high calorie foods, unhealthy foods, and we tend to eat to do that. So what are some of the things that we could do to increase sleep or to get a good sleep? First of all, if you want to get 7-8 hours of sleep, women 7 hours, men 8 hours, I know that's tough. really tough in our lives, but hey, it's important to do that. What are some things that you can do to help you get some sleep? Well, first of all, I want to say one thing before I do that. I don't know if you pay attention to this stuff, but sleep deprivation is one of the forms of torture that people engage in when they're dealing with bad people. So that alone should be a signal to you and to us that's how important sleep is. 1 hour less of sleep a day can decrease our alertness by 35%. That's a lot, and we want to be able to be alert during the day so we can produce and do whatever it is that we're doing during the day with our friends and family. So what are some of the things that we could do? Your bedroom should be ready. You want to put away clutter. Get the TV out of your room. It doesn't need to be there. Pick a bedtime. Work your way back. What time do you need to be up? Let's pick a bedtime. One of the things that I've done in the last few months was just made the determination I'm going to go to sleep at 10 o'clock. Now, I'm not getting to bed every night at 10 o'clock, but I am getting to bed much, much earlier than I used to, 5 to 6 days a week. So instead of being up till 11, 11:30, I'm getting to bed at 10, 10:15, maybe 10:30. Now, sometimes I'll get into bed, I'll lay down at 10 o'clock, and it takes me some time to wind down, and I'm not able to fall asleep right away. So I'm getting up for half an hour, reading a book, and then getting back into bed. Cool your room down. That's great. Excuse me. 68 degrees is a great temperature to be sleeping in, but you want to sleep in a cooler environment. Don't eat in bed. That's a bad habit. Bad habit. Things that impact your sleep. If you drink caffeine in the afternoon, that's going to last well into the night. It doesn't metabolize that quickly. So if you're drinking caffeine late in the afternoon or eating caffeine late in the afternoon, that's going to have a negative impact on your ability to fall asleep at a reasonable time so that you can get your 7-8 hours of sleep. Other things, if you have excess weight, you're not going to be able to lie down properly. If you have sleep apnea, that's actually a really serious condition, so don't joke about it. But if you have sleep apnea and a lot of times weight is a risk factor for sleep apnea, actually you have excess weight that's blocking the airwaves, and that has an impact on your ability to sleep. Pain or discomfort, obviously, if you can't lie in the most comfortable position, that's going to have an impact. Obviously, anxiety, depression, any emotional state that you might be in is very difficult to sleep through. So you want to try to calm down and leave the worries behind. That's very difficult for if you're having a particularly stressful time in your life. But you want to try to figure out a way to calm down. Allergies is a problem for many of us, and there's obviously the right kind of medicines that will help alleviate that. Snoring is a huge, huge issue. So if you are snoring, get yourself a sleep study. It is snoring means you're not getting sound sleep, you're not getting good restorative sleep, and you're actually waking up during the course of your sleep, even though it's minor. If your snoring may be impacting the other people in your household and the person who you share your bedroom with. That person might be snoring, and that their snoring may impact you and make it difficult for you to sleep. So it's really critical that if someone in your household is snoring, you get a sleep study. It's the end of the year now, and I know it's only a few weeks left, but if you've already used your insurance deductibles, then maybe it's a good time to try to get that sleep study in and have it included in last year's insurance. So it's really a great thing to do, and I really would encourage you to do so. Try to establish for yourself a set sleep time. Thank you, and a routine for when you go to bed and when you wake up. So when you wake up, get out of bed. Bed is for two things. Sleep is one of them. And when the alarm goes off, if you're using an alarm, then get up and get out of bed. Don't snooze it. And if you're getting enough sleep, you're not going to need to. And in fact, now that I've started going to bed earlier, I generally don't need an alarm. I'm just waking up at a reasonable time. That gives me the ability to do the things that I need to do. Again, we talked about limiting caffeine. Try to limit the caffeine at the end of the day in the afternoons, really afternoon, but in the afternoons. Reduce the eating of high glycemic foods. That's going to help you. That's going to help your body. Do not take long daytime naps. There's research that says short naps are fine, but anything over an hour is going to be a problem. So try to take short naps if you need to, one nap if you need to. And it's funny, there's been a lot in the news about how workplaces are developing these nap pods. There is some evidence that a nap is good, but if you're taking hour and a half, 2 hour naps, then you have a sleep issue. Exercise. If you like exercising at night, make sure you finish 2 hours before your bedtime. You need time for your body to wind down. Half hour before bedtime at night, try to decrease your stimulation, dim your lights, turn off the TV, turn off your loud music, stop all your online and your email, get rid of the cell phone use. That they talk about that stimulating the brain. If you obviously less water, drink a little less water in the afternoon, in the evenings, because we don't retain water, and so you're gonna have to get up and go to the bathroom. If you take your meds. Alcohol. If you're someone who drinks alcohol, try not to do it within 90 minutes of bedtime. A lot of people think it helps us go to sleep, but actually alcohol, it might help you initially feel drowsy, but it's gonna when it wears off, it's gonna wake you up. Like we said before, to resolve stress. People talk about don't go to bed angry. It's true, because you're not able to sleep because you're stressed out. So make a to-do list if you want, if that's going to help you clear your mind for tomorrow. Establish a ritual. So your bedroom should be visually calming. You want to address snoring if that's an issue. You want to be stress-free. So take a warm wash, a hot bath or shower. Comfortable pajamas, sleepwear, whatever, but again, you don't want to be too warm. Get in bed and relax. You want a dark room. You want to eliminate the color. If you like the scents, then do scents. Here's another little tip. Get your cell phone out of your bedroom. If you don't have a landline anymore, then that's fine, and you need to have a phone nearby in case something happens overnight. Then put it in the bathroom. Put it on ringer, but turn off all the other notifications. All those little notifications, ding, 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 or the vibrations, they all seem to have, studies are showing that they actually wake people up minimally, and they have an impact on your sleep. And in fact, just in the news today, they're talking about how people are actually sleep texting. They're texting as they're drowsing off, getting drowsy and going to bed, or they're actually in the middle of the night, they're texting and they have no recollection of sending the texts. Get the phone away from your nightstand. Get the phone in the other room. If you need the ringer on loud, then put the ringer on so that you can hear a call. If you have like I did, you had a child traveling and you want to wait till you want to hear when they get home. That's all fine. But get it out of your room. Get your spouse's phone out of the room, and make your environment well suited for sleep, so that you can sleep, so that your spouse can sleep, so you can be refreshed in the morning, and you can tackle the day and the rest of the week with the most alertness that's available to you. Hope that was informational. Hope that it was helpful to you, and you're welcome to reach out to me and give me any questions that you have. My name is Jeff Sokoloff. I'm a certified health coach. Have a great day.